I ain't gonna be here too long. I just wanted to make a video talking about these Young Thug leaked jail phone calls. The first thing that strikes odd to me is how are these fucking phone calls getting leaked? But then instantly I'm like, the first thing I think about on why I feel like the jail phone calls are being leaked is because the case didn't go as planned, right? So somebody on the inside waited for Young Thug. Think about this, because the jail phone call leaks could have been leaked while he was still in court. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, and then before I even had an opinion on it, I was like, what the fuck does this even mean? Because I mean, I just don't know what the purpose is until that shit started dropping like Jordans, nigga. Whoever leaking these calls is dropping like Jordans, and obviously it's somebody on the inside. But then I started to think about certain shit like this. I was like, okay, my bad, hold on, y'all. Hold on. So I thought about this. I was like, okay, maybe Gunna had the jail phone call leaks like ready in the tuck because he kept being called a rat, which everybody kind of agreed that he was. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but I think that it was more so it was less about cleaning up his image and more about damaging Thug, right? Because Gunna already know what people gonna say about him. You know what I mean? And a lot of his songs, he's not addressing street shit. You feel me? He addressing like how he feels about how people took him when he got out. You know what I mean? And so I feel like come on now, Gunna obviously got something to do with this. If you don't think Gunna got something to do with this, nigga, you probably a little slow. And if Gunna ain't got nothing to do with it, he ain't trying to stop it at all. You feel what I'm saying? So let's keep it there. Let's keep it a buck. But I'm pretty sure Gunna got something to do with this. Another thing, think about how the courts feel about Thugger getting probation after the incident. Because think about how the courts feel about Young Thug getting probation, and a child's life was lost during this war, whether you call it a drug war, gang war, a little bit of everything. Niggas jealous that they get into the cash and they not, whatever's going on, right? So I feel like Gunna is a variable for why the phone calls are getting dropped. I feel like the courts are dropping the calls because Young Thug got off pretty easy when it came to the charges that we seen him charged with. Now you got a lot of the street niggas too saying stuff like, oh, he didn't do none of these crimes. You know what I'm saying? They said Gunna tried to pay to get the paperwork released before all this shit came out in the calls. And that's a rumor, but what we know is to be true. What we know to be true is that we don't know how Gunna was involved in this, but we know Gunna is involved in this somehow, some way, right? And then you got to think too, it might be the label. So you got Gunna himself, you got the courts who look like a fucking joke, so now they want Thug to look like a joke, so now they releasing the calls, leaking the calls, you know what I'm saying? But then you also got the label, right? Think about this. Young Thug has not produced any music that has brought a check in, you know what I'm saying? He probably still in the red, right? So the labels probably was like, you know what? It's gonna work both ways because niggas are gonna go back and listen to Young Thug's music because of all this stuff. Like his name is an algorithm, so a couple of songs will pop up here and there. But for the most part, they're like, let's juice out as much as we can by causing controversy. You know what I'm saying, with this nigga, so we can get our cash and then we can dip, get what we can. Because I don't see Thug. This is why he hasn't dropped an album. This is why he's wearing all these weird ass masks. This is why he's doing all of these things. I feel like because he needs something to get some traction going to be able to produce music that people will listen to, right? Now, Thug has a lot to talk about, so it might be a good time to drop a song, a single, but I don't think he is, because I think he feels like kind of how Drake feels right now. Like, hip hop media is against me right now. Everybody's against me, like, you know what I mean? And now you're creating all of these other enemies. What up, Keegan? What up, James? You're creating all of these other enemies. So now I feel like Thugger is losing collaborative efforts that possibly could have been in the future and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Talked about Glorilla, talked about Kendrick Lamar. The only motherfucker he did that was Drake. Talked about Gunna. He didn't talk about Baby like that. You know what I'm saying? But he talked about Lil Baby in a way on some. He talked about QCP. You know what I'm saying? He talked about a shit ton of people, and I think that just totally shattered a lot of the chances. He kind of got DJ Khaled. He kind of got hit with the same shit as DJ Khaled. Like, DJ Khaled had all these collaborations, you know what I'm saying, that he could call, make one phone call, two phone calls. He had T-Pain, fucking Drake, Lil Baby, Lil Wayne, Justin Bieber, Quavo, like, you know what I'm saying? He could have all these niggas on these songs. And it got to the point where it was like, you didn't choose a side at a time where people felt like it was very critical, on top of people having that opinion about you about the whole Gaza and Palestine shit, which I don't want to get into. But it was one of those things. I felt like Young Thug is about to go through what DJ Khaled went through when it came to these collaborations, when it came to, but see, his was a little different. It's the same result. Like, you're gonna lose a lot of connections, but it was different. You know, you talking behind people back. Maybe DJ Khaled didn't talk at all. Maybe DJ Khaled didn't talk at all. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Keegan, shout out James. I think AK-47 Live, he said that about Gunna. Oh, okay. Shout out AK-47 too, man. I ain't checked out a lot of his material in a while, but I definitely wanna shout him out, because he's somebody who I feel like that nigga be getting loud just like me, bro. Like, we different, but we kind of the same in the sense of like that hyped up shit. Like, we ain't going for none of that shit. Like, if I want to resemble any channel when it comes to content and how you intake my content, I want it to be AK-47, right? AK-47 / game spitter / motherfucking Rob Markman. You know what I'm saying? Like, professional, but a nigga, but I'm still gonna be loud with it. I ain't finna waver on how I feel about this shit, right? So all of these things that is coming out on your home. Shout out Cooking with Everett and Luke. Shout out Cooking with Everett and Luke, y'all. I would love to support y'all channel, man. Y'all comment on the video. Y'all comment on that new video, Young Thug interrogation video, makes Gunna look better. Y'all comment on that video. Hey, James, go comment on my new video, man. Go comment on my video. Young Thug interrogation video makes Gunna look better. I'm getting a lot of watch time for that. I appreciate y'all supporting that video. I have not dropped no freestyles. I will be doing that tonight. I will write a quick 16, and I will be dropping another video tonight, or I might do it tomorrow morning, because I noticed that when I drop stuff in the morning, it has a lot better chance of falling into the algorithm throughout the day. So I probably do it in the AM. But first of all, the Young Thug interrogation video already made Thug like, what the fuck, right? That was already a what the fuck moment. Now you got these phone calls that are being leaked, right? Man, I don't know what the fuck. I gotta get a new washing machine. But you got these phone calls getting leaked, and it's not for no reason. This right here is devaluing Young Thug. Like Young Thug might got a case. Like, leaking calls and shit. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe this is all agreed upon, saying that, you know what, it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, right? But, you know, we have to consider everyone else's feelings when we talking about this right now, because this nigga brought up Elton John and Andre 3000. It's like, bro, you just shooting at this point. It's like don't get me wrong. I don't agree with Andre 3000 being one of the greatest of all time. He was in one of the greatest groups of all time. Is he one of our greatest artists of all time? I guess that's debatable. It is debatable. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not debatable, but I wouldn't agree with it. I would not say he's not in the top 200 artists of all time ever. I wouldn't say that, but I will say he's not top. He's not in the top. He's not. And I'm from the South. I'm saying that not with probably the most, unbiased unbiased opinion. I'm from the South, so for me, it's like that. But for you to say he kisses ass, Elton John shows love and ass kisses, and a lot of this stuff that Young Thug is saying is just like gibberish. You know what I'm saying? That shit be jibber jab, bro. And I really can't respect it because you supposed to be a street nigga. So like, you talking on the recorded line and you know this shit possibly can get leaked. It's like, that's the dumbest shit you could probably do. You feel me? What up, Alex? What up, Alex? What up, Alex? Cooking with Everett and Luke, Keeger, James. What it do, y'all? Yeah, to be honest, I don't even know why anything that Young Thug is talking about matters. Like, everything he's talking about everything is not, it's the exact opposite of self-serving. You are self-sabotaging yourself. Like, so you being a street nigga, which you no longer are. First of all, you talking in the interrogation room, you talking over the phone, and you pillow talking to a bitch. No disrespect to Mariah the Scientist, but Mariah the Scientist Mariah the Scientist should be to blame for this shit too, because if Young Thug is talking like this on the jail phone, there is no telling what the fuck he said when he was actually out and free and doing what he wanted to do. Ain't no telling how he felt about Gucci Mane. Ain't no telling how he felt about Baby. Ain't no Lil Baby. Ain't no telling how he felt about actually Baby with Cash Money and Young Money. We can kind of assume how he felt about Lil Wayne because of certain things that have happened in the past, and I won't bring them back up, but it is what it is. We don't know how he really feels about Drake. He's probably saying that about Drake, but he probably said some sly shit about Drake before he went to jail. Ain't no fucking telling. Ain't no telling how he feels about Future. There's no telling how he feels about 21 Savage. Even if he's talking friendly to you, we can see that this nigga will be your friend, hug up against you, wear some weird shit and try to, I don't know. It's just drugs, man. The only thing I can get out of this whole thing is that he was on drugs, homie. Like, why the fuck are you saying all this shit? It shouldn't even matter. This shouldn't even be a topic of discussion. This shouldn't even be a topic of discussion. Let's be honest. You a grown-ass motherfucking man. Young Thug in his 30s. Beast Def, what it do? Beast Def, Alex, y'all go comment on my new video, on that newest video I got. Young Thug interrogation video helps Gunna out. And it's helping out. It's aging well, more and more and more. The less that Gunna speaks about certain shit, the more that Young Thug looks stupid as fuck for speaking on Gunna. And Gunna is a rat. Gunna's a snitch. I already gave my point on why I feel like Gunna's still a snitch, Gunna's still a rat. No matter if the evidence wasn't used, it doesn't fucking matter. Because that influences the jury to know that YSL is a gang, right or wrong. So yeah, the evidence wasn't used, but the evidence was used to influence the jury and whoever else is going to come about that has something to do with the case to prove that. And now, even though you technically can't use that evidence, that is a psychological move. So don't fall for the shit. Don't fall for it, right? So for everybody to be like, and then for everybody to think that, to be so, you know what's so scary? For niggas to think that the courts is not going to use that information in a psychological manner, regardless if it's used for evidence or not. Y'all the niggas I'm worried about. Y'all the niggas I'm worried about because y'all not even street niggas. If that's the case, y'all don't even know how this shit work. Just don't fucking say nothing. Don't talk, and nothing can be used because nothing was said. That's just how it's supposed to go. I'm not agreeing with people doing crime. I'm not trying to push people to go do crime and then don't say nothing if you do crime. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if you are doing that shit, just shut the fuck up, right? That's it. So this is self-sabotaging at its finest. Shout out to Jalopy Bunkers because he pointed out some shit with Squabble Up. he pointed out some shit with Squabble Up that made me realize, like, damn, did Kendrick Lamar know about this shit? Did Kendrick Lamar know about all this Young Thug shit? You know what I'm saying? I got some shit that make Gunna wanna look like a saint. Gunna wanna slowly but surely is looking like a saint. But you know what's so crazy about that part is that Kendrick still kind of diss Gunna. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, because he was like, I can make Gunna wanna look like a saint because Gunna ain't no motherfucking saint. Gunna is a snitch. He's a bitch ass nigga. But I got shit that can make Gunna wanna look like he ain't even as bad as what y'all think this shit going on is. And I'm not gonna lie, everything that Kendrick said about Atlanta, everything that Kendrick said about Drake, everything that Kendrick said about all these artists that wanted drops, he like, nigga, no, like all that shit is aging like fine wine. There's a lot of artists that feel some type of way because they didn't get a Kendrick verse. And a lot of people want to try to act like Drake had that effect. He lost that effect after a while. Kendrick still had that effect because if one of the biggest prolific artists, most prolific artists, which is Young Thug in Atlanta, which he had influence at one point in time, not gonna lie, if he's getting denied a Kendrick verse and he feels some type of way about it behind the scenes, right? Then that just means that Kendrick Lamar did have that same effect as Drake did at one point. So for niggas to say that Kendrick Lamar fell off, how he fell off when niggas still want to rap with him? That's it. Then Young Thug, why are you saying this shit? This is what I'm going to repeat over and over again for a little bit. Why are you saying this shit on a recorded phone line, homie? This phone call will be recorded and monitored for use. Like, this phone call will be recorded. This should not even be subject matter. This should not even be subject matter, homie. Like, Young Thug, you talking like a bitch. How are you pillow talking in jail? You jail pillow talking. You Jillo talking. You's a Jillo talker. Jail pillow talker. A Jillo. You fucking Jillo ass nigga. That's crazy. What happened to that boy? What happened to you, man? Them drugs. Them drugs got you Jillo talking, homie. Them drugs got you Jillo talking. And it's sad to see somebody who had because you ain't got no motherfucking influence no more. You feel me? What's up? What's up, Alexandria? Laura? Chanu. I don't know what's stupid, but I don't know. I guess you can get the fuck off the live if you think what I'm talking about stupid, but I think you're referring to the situation. So I'm just gonna assume that you're referring to the situation, not me talking about the situation, because this should not even be subject matter. This should not be subject matter. I'm sorry. This low key, Chanu, I might agree with you because this shit is a waste of time. This shit stupid as a motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit dumb as hell. I shouldn't be talking about no motherfucking phone calls, no leaked jail phone calls from one of the biggest artists that we had out of Atlanta. This is crazy, man. This is crazy. And now you setting yourself up for failure. You can't stop it. You apologize. You talked about Glorilla like a bitch. You talked about Glorilla like a hood rat. Like a hood bitch hating on the bitch because she making it. Now I just saw some recent pictures of Glorilla and I was like, okay, she look good. She look good. I saw some old pictures. I was like, But improve. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to show improvement. So for all of this slander and back talk that we get, especially when it comes to black women, it just be like, that shit be crazy as fuck. And don't get me wrong. Shout out to the Game Spitter. He kept it real. Shout out to the Game Spitter. I got this from him. People are going to criticize you, regardless if you look good or not. They're going to find something wrong with you or they're going to find something right with you. But at the end of the day, for me, I don't agree with how laxed and how accepted the Game Spitter kind of had that point. He just said it and it was like, it don't mean nothing, whatever. No, it goes deeper than that when we're talking about the psychology of black men and men, period, in America and how they feel about black women. I'm not trying to cape for black women or nothing. I'm just saying, because Glorilla ain't looked that good to me when she was coming up. And to be honest, Glorilla is just not my type. She's just not my type. Her voice too deep. Her voice is too deep. That's like the main thing. That's all I'm gonna say, because I don't wanna hit a Young Thug and try to talk about her and shit like that, right? I got a big ass head. You feel me? My ears small, so I got shit going on myself that motherfucker say easy about me, right? But my point is, you don't have to. It's one difference. It's one thing to criticize somebody. It's another thing to like talk to your girlfriend about this bitch. Like, bro, shut the fuck up. You sound like a female, homie. Talking to if you sound like more of a female than the female that you talking to, my nigga. Which is bad, and I can't rock with that shit, man. And then you trying to split Lil Baby up in QCP and 21 Savage is the only nigga who feel like he got some sense, and he trying to listen to you and trying to see what the fuck you got going on. But it's like at the end of the day, bro, can't nobody save you from this massacre, bro. Ain't nobody save you from this mental massacre that you about to face, bro. You about to start apologizing to a lot of motherfuckers. You gotta low key apologize to Elton John, Andre 3000. Furman, what's good, man? There's a lot of people tapping in, man. Shout out to y'all. So look, man, I'm gonna say this, man. Like I said, this ain't gonna be too long, but it's gonna be long enough. Like, this should not even be subject matter. What should be subject matter right now is Young Thug getting out of jail, dropping first day out, new music, more interviews. Regardless, if you want to fucking wear them weird ass masks, whatever the fuck you got going on, whatever, bro. It's cool. Do what the fuck you want to do, whatever. You talking about a grown ass woman, you talking about Andre 3000 and Elton John, and you low key fucking up because ain't Elton John gay, so you dipping into dangerous territory when you talking about them type of folks. You know how that shit go. The baby done showed us this. The baby done showed us when you say and shout out to everybody who ain't got AIDS, who ain't sucking dick in the parking lot. We see how that goes when you fuck with that certain community. So you need to shut the fuck up for real when you talk about Elton John. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to criticize him in the right manner, in the right space if you want to talk about something like that. But you on a motherfucker recorded jail phone line, and the subject matter is everybody else. Not one time did I hear you talk about your kids, bro. Not one time did I hear you talk about your kids, bro. Not one time did I hear you talk about improvement. Not one time did I hear you talk about your kids, bro. Not one time did I hear you talk about improvement. Not one time did I hear you talk about collaborations other than the niggas that you said fuck them because they didn't give you collaborations, instead of doing the exact opposite. Like, man, you know what? I really should get a collaboration from this nigga. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can mend some relationships. Let's see if I can get the rap game back in order. You know what I'm saying? I got influence. You talking like a bitch to a bitch. And Mariah the Scientist ain't trying to stop you. So Mariah the Scientist, you with it too, because you fucking and sucking this nigga. I'm sorry, Mariah the Scientist, but you fall right into this shit. I'm sorry. You should have told that nigga he sound like a female, because you a female, and you know females sound like that, Mariah the Scientist. Let me get on your ass for a second. If Young Thug is comfortable with talking to her about this, that means he's been talking shit about niggas behind they back with Mariah the Scientist. And Mariah the Scientist is getting these collaborations that Young Thug probably either wanted or that she could get that he was interested in. And now them bitches ain't even finna be around no more. Mariah the Scientist used a skank asshole. I'm sorry, Mariah the Scientist. You a black female, you beautiful. I promise you, you look good. I fuck you, but actually I wouldn't fuck you. It's fuck you. You know why? You know why I wouldn't stick my dick in you? Because I know you'll probably talk about me. Regardless if my dick was big to you or not, you will have something to say about me to Young Thug. And that nigga might want to try to shoot me or something. Shoot up my tour bus or something. Right? So I'm not trying to tag that type of female is dangerous, bro. Them type of females is what get niggas killed. Mariah the Scientist is the type of female that get niggas killed because she will egg that bullshit on to the point where if Young Thug somehow, some way was eliminated, or he eliminated himself, or he actually went to jail for a long time, she would not hold that nigga down, bro. She probably would, but she'll definitely be like talking about him. She would be talking about how he talks about other people when she's agreeing with this nigga about talking about other people. So for me, it's less about Young Thug in this situation because Thug is cooked. That nigga is done. He's cooked. He's done, Sean. He's fucking out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Parker gang, what it do? I don't remember you, man. If I don't remember you, that means you ain't been here in a minute. That means you need to support more. Kyrie, what it do? Kyrie. Mania X, Parker gang. If y'all could, please go comment on my new video. It's titled Young Thug Interrogation Video Makes Gunna Look Better. I need that watch time to go up. I need them comments to go up. I need y'all to fuck with me. Thank you. So anyway, look. My thing about why I'm getting on Mariah the Scientist so hard is because it's about the fucking female. I'm not saying that she forced Young Thug to say these things. Obviously, the nigga got his own mouth, got his own tongue. He got his own brain to spit out and spew out these words. What I'm saying is, Young Thug needs to realize that Mariah the Scientist is just as poisonous as any other female who would allow you to talk about these niggas. Because if she was a real bitch, she'd be like, well, Thug, well, maybe you might want to lay off on this. Or, Thug, I don't really want to talk about this right now. Let's talk about the kids. Like, you talking about all these other niggas. You talking about all these other people. You feel me? You talking about all these other people. You talking about all these other niggas. And it's like, you agreeing with it. Oh, for real? Is you serious? How they still friends? Like, come on, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. Like, you not know better than the nigga who talking about people. You not know better than the nigga who talking about people. And that's sad. Like, you supposed to hold that shit down. This nigga is in jail. Why the fuck? Tell him to shut the fuck up. Tell him to shut the fuck up. Seriously. Why ain't you telling him to shut the fuck up? He needs to be quiet. He needs to be quiet. Obviously, he has enemies on the inside and outside now that he's creating for himself on top of the enemies that he already had. YFN Lucci is looking like the golden child right now. Clap it up for YFN Lucci. YFN Lucci is looking like the golden child right now. Did his time. Niggas was talking shit about him because he pushed his homeboy body out when he died, allegedly. I don't know that shit, right? But he coming out looking, ain't been touched. Ain't said nothing to nobody. Ain't got no phone calls leaked. If he said some shit about a nigga, it was in front of their face or he did it in the music. So I will go listen to YFN Lucci. I will support YFN Lucci right now. YFN Lucci and his whole gang right now is looking like them niggas. They finna run Atlanta. Little do niggas be knowing YFN Lucci low-key popping. Every time he drop low-key, he doing numbers very quietly. Once he drops an album, YFN Lucci will do numbers like Gunna, even if nobody puts because YFN Lucci, even with him doing numbers, don't nobody be talking about him like that. I don't see no blogs talk about him like that. I don't see nobody really giving him praise and grace like that. I guess I'll be one of the first ones to say it. My next live probably gonna be giving YFN Lucci his flowers for keeping the street code somewhat. All the way. I can't say somewhat. Only reason why I was saying somewhat was because I was thinking about maybe he didn't do nothing wrong. When it came to the street code, he shut the fuck up. He stayed quiet. The nigga got stabbed, bro. The nigga got stabbed in jail and still did not tell who did it. And everybody had a good reason to assume who did this shit, y'all. Come on. It literally said one of the YSL niggas, dog. Come on, man. YFN Lucci probably knew that shit. YFN Lucci probably knew that shit. YFN Lucci probably knew Young Thug was trying to get him up out of here. But you know what's so crazy about it was, at first you would think, when you heard that, you would think Young Thug was trying to get him up out of here because of beef. But under what I'm thinking, if I'm thinking logically, if I'm thinking practical, Young Thug probably didn't want to get exposed by YFN Lucci because YFN Lucci know he probably was snitching and telling. Let's be real. YFN Lucci probably knew Young Thug was a bitch like this. Talking like a bitch like this in the street. He probably was doing this shit in the streets. And I don't know if YFN Lucci be doing the same drugs Young Thug do, but I'm going to assume he doesn't because YFN Lucci ain't out here looking goofy like that. He might drink lean, smoke weed, pop some pills. But Young Thug do meth, cocaine, heroin. He do, like, niggas don't like to talk about that part. I'm going to talk about that part. Young Thug is a druggie, nigga. Young Thug is a druggie. That nigga needs rehab, bro. Low key, that's why Gunna got out, because he needed drugs. Niggas talking about that big booty bitch he was walking with. No, that big booty bitch he was walking with probably had some cocaine, some meth, and some heroin in their pocket. And probably wanted to do it right with him, and they fucked off that shit. I'm telling you something. These motherfuckers be druggies, dog. Don't nobody want to believe that shit. Everybody be wanting to try to slide away from that shit. But one of the main reasons why Gunna wanted to get out of jail, if y'all, I swear to God, Right after, it was a female, and I'm gonna keep bringing this up. Nobody likes to talk about this shit for some reason. There was a female who got caught bringing in methamphetamine, bringing in cocaine, brought in crack, brought in weed, and brought in pills. She got caught with that shit, and she said that she brought it in for the YSL members. She didn't specify who. She just said, I brought it in. I brought it in for some YSL members, but I can't tell you. So everybody got in trouble for that shit, right? Now, lucky she didn't say who. To my knowledge, she didn't say who she was bringing the drugs in to. So they couldn't really pinpoint this, that. But she said, I was bringing it in for YSL members because, lo and fucking behold, you got the fucking lawyer bringing in pills for Young Thug. So, whoop-de-doo. Like, it's not as surprising, right? Or rather, I would say it's not a surprise that people are trying to bring. Once you catch one motherfucker trying to bring in drugs for Young Thug and them, then you gotta assume that if somebody is telling you they're bringing it in for YSL, but they don't tell you the name, you could probably assume that they probably was bringing it in there for them. You know what I'm saying? Even though they didn't give them a name, they gave them the label, they gave them the game, right? Which probably saved them in a sense because you didn't pinpoint somebody, which is better evidence to stick to and be like, you know what I'm saying, this and that. But if people don't notice, when that shit happened, I think about a month or two afterwards, Young Thug, not Young Thug, Gunna wanted to get out of jail. He was like, I can't do drugs, I can't fuck bitches, I can't this. I gotta get the fuck up out of here. I gotta do my drugs, I gotta fuck these bitches, I gotta go on tour, I gotta do this and that. Woo, woo. I don't give a fuck if you working out. You can still look good and be a druggie, nigga. Hello, niggas who buff and all this shit and big, they do drugs, call steroids, motherfucker. So you can still look healthy and be on drugs like a motherfucker. He probably just wanted to have a healthier body so we can do more drugs. Ain't no telling what the fuck time. That's what I think personally. I don't think Gunna stopped doing drugs. I think Gunna got out of jail, did what he was supposed to do, and I think he back on the drugs. Niggas gonna be like, oh man, no, he look good, bro. So fucking what? What the fuck that mean? I can go in the gym right now and point out a nigga who's strung out on Suboxone, heroin. Just because a nigga buff don't mean he not doing hard drugs. Y'all niggas is retarded. Y'all let y'all eyes trick y'all into thinking that's what niggas actually are. No, it's not like that. I'm telling you now, it's not like that. It's not what you think. It's not what you think. What niggas is thinking right now, Gunna doing good and all this, nigga, Gunna is stressing the fuck out right now. I'm not gonna sit here and say I want him to do drugs, but the way that you got out of jail a month or two after that bitch got caught with drugs and you wanted to get out so bad, it seemed like to me, nigga, you was itching and scratching, nigga. You was itching and scratching. I'm not finna sit here and act like that shit ain't real, bro. And nobody wants to point the shit out. It seems like everybody else is talking about everything else, but the actual psychological effects on why niggas be wanting to tell, on why niggas be wanting to talk, on why niggas be turning on each other, all that shit, bro. Drugs have a lot to do. Drugs play a very big part in the streets, not just selling them. Not just fucking selling them. You feel me? Not just selling them, my nigga. People are doing them, and when you do drugs, you get dependent. You get dependent on drugs. If your body is weak, nigga, it's almost like you feel hungry. You ever been so hungry you like push an old lady out of the way to get a Subway sandwich and shit? I'm just saying metaphorically. No old people were hurt during this live broadcast, during this live broadcast and production. What I'm saying is, it's a metaphor. What I'm saying is, hunger supersedes everything, nigga. If you hungry, that shit you're not gonna think about nothing else but going to get something to eat, nigga. I don't give a fuck who you are. You could be the strongest lion in the jungle, nigga. If you hungry, you might go fuck around and eat one of them other lions if they get too close to you while you trying to hunt. You think about hunting, you think, nigga, I'm about to kill you, nigga. So you telling me that niggas can't create junkie gangsters, druggy hustlers, niggas who rob, possibly a pop a nigga for you, but you put them on drugs. You tell them shit like, look, nigga, I ain't gonna give you this 8-ball, nigga, until you do this. And they are weak. They are hungry. Their body is hungry for that drug. That shit gonna supersede everything that you motherfucker ever thought of, nigga. I'm telling you something. I done seen niggas do shit that I would never thought I would see them do. Things that you'll be like, nigga, you really did that for that? Damn. You must really, really like that shit. It must really, really like you too. So, if people think that drugs didn't play a part in this, you stupid as fuck. You stupid as fuck. You can't act like drugs did not play a part in this shit, bro. You can't continue to act like that. And nobody's bringing it up. Everybody's bringing it up. Oh, Young Thug talking about Gorilla. Young Thug talking about this. Young Thug Gunna Ratted. This and that. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy, and it's all true. But what y'all missing is the drug part of this shit, which is a very big part, if not bigger than the snitching. And the reason why these niggas is talking and want to get out is because they want to go get high. You might not want to believe that because it just might be like they just want to get high. Yes, nigga. Because hunger supersedes all feelings. Once you hungry, I'm talking about really don't eat for a whole day and then wake up tomorrow hungry. Yo, bro, unless you fasting and you trying to train yourself to fight that hunger, if you ain't fighting that hunger and the hunger fighting with you, the hunger's always going to win. Unless you're disciplined enough to know that this is for a reason. On some spiritual shit, I'm not talking about people who fast, because people who fast are deliberately going hungry. They're purposefully going into that, knowing that, so they're being mindful of that. Them not the people I'm talking about, the people who fast. I'm talking about the people who broke. I'm talking about the niggas who in the streets who broke or got a couple $100, and every time they get a couple $100, they go and get some drugs. They don't get nothing else. Niggas will pop 4 pills and won't eat for 2 days. And then when they come down, their body is hungry for drugs, not even for food. It's called dependency. You start to become what's called an addict. Niggas are drug addicts. Unfortunately, drug addicts with money, drug addicts with cash, drug addicts with Federal Reserve notes coming in because they dropping these hits. They getting paid for collaborations, getting paid for shows. So now these niggas are just rich junkies running around, getting high, thinking they having a jolly old time until they ass get in jail, and now they got to be sober. Now they got to face reality. Whole time they never face their own true reality. Niggas want to get out because they don't want to face the reality at hand. That's what niggas is doing. That's why niggas is snitching. That's why niggas is telling. That's why niggas is ratting. Because they want to get high and they don't want to face their fucking reality that they told, or that they fucked somebody girl, or that they... anything that they feel like. People act like gangsters don't got feelings, or hustlers don't got feelings, or these niggas in the streets don't got feelings. This is why they doing drugs, because they probably some of the most emotional motherfuckers that we probably ever seen. Why the fuck is Young Thug talking about all these people if he not emotional? I ain't got no feelings. Nigga, you sure got feelings about the Kendrick verse. You sure got feelings about 103,000. You sure got feelings about a female named Glorilla that you ain't got no business talking about. The bitch ain't never even brought you up in the conversation, I don't think. So for people to think that these gangsters and these thugs and these street lords don't got feelings, nigga, you got another thing coming. These niggas is probably some of the most emotional motherfuckers ever. This is why they going out doing crime, because they've been through trauma. This is why they going out robbing motherfuckers, because they've been through trauma. This is why they going out shooting motherfuckers, because they've been through trauma. This is why they going around. You got some people, I don't want to say this, you got some people who strictly go out to grape motherfuckers. They got people who are great men and women. They go out and just do that. Sex demon ass niggas. Because they went through trauma. They probably got touched as a child. You feel me? By their mama and their daddy. Who knows? I'm just giving y'all real shit. So the drugs help them cope. But the drugs also help them not deal with the situation at hand. Deal with their reality. Dealing with their fucking reality, y'all. I'm telling you something. These niggas want to get high. Period, point blank. They want to get high. That's all it is. And that shit supersedes niggas thinking about their own reality and how it's gonna get affected. They don't give a fuck as long as they can get high. If you niggas think Gunna ain't doing drugs, you got another motherfucking thing coming. I don't give a fuck how good he look to y'all. The nigga can look good to y'all all the fucking want to. The nigga probably got lean in that motherfucker. And look, niggas got cash, so they can get shit and it won't affect. When you get the good shit, when you get the pure shit, it don't affect you as much. Because it's pure. It ain't gonna see why niggas be running around here getting skinny and doing all that, because the niggas be cutting shit with shit, man. Listen, I've been in the streets a little bit too deep and dab and some shit, wheeling and dealing and here's and there's, and you know what I'm saying, whereabouts and could have been. You know what I'm saying? I had some whereabouts and could have been here's and all that. I did a little bit of that, a little bit of this, you know what I'm saying? So I got knowledge to know that what I'm saying is true, because I have seen a hustling ass nigga pull up on me. I'm living in the extended stay hotel. Pull up on me. The nigga pull up on me like this. Hey man, you need some heroin? I'm like, nah, nigga. Like, I'm like, did you just do that shit? Like, yeah, man, I gotta stay up. And that's when I heard the term before, but it's called staying up with the ghosts. It's called staying up with the ghosts. You feel me? What staying up with the ghosts mean, Bolo? Staying up with the ghosts mean you staying up with the junkies. The niggas who be up all day, all night. Which is a metaphor for spirits. Because spirits never sleep. They never sleep. Spirits don't have to sleep. They not living in this physical realm where they need food and water and shelter. They can just exist without eating nothing, doing nothing. And this is what niggas mean by staying up with the ghosts. Because ghosts don't need to eat. Junkies don't need to eat. Cokeheads, crackheads, anybody who is excessively using drugs, especially hard drugs, they don't need to eat. Now certain drugs like marijuana, mushrooms, acid, LSD, MDMA, stuff like that, you're gonna actually get hungry at sometimes. You take enough of that shit though, you ain't gonna want to be hungry, because you're just gonna be so high that you ain't gonna want to, you know what I'm saying? But certain drugs you're gonna want to eat. When it comes to them hard drugs like ketamine, disassociate, pills like painkillers, that shit fuck with your stomach. Lean, that shit locks your stomach up. It's kind of like, I don't know, I think it like, you don't be feeling hungry, nigga. You gonna turn into a ghost. Whether it be you actually die and your soul floating through this motherfucker, or you actually metaphorically a ghost, because like I said before, ghosts ain't gotta eat, they ain't gotta drink, they ain't gotta do shit. Same go for these junkies that be walking around and niggas be serving. They don't be eating, they don't be drinking, they don't be showering, they don't be shaving, they don't be doing nothing. They ghosts. So nigga was like, yeah, I'm staying up with the ghosts. I'm like, what the fuck? I said, damn, they got you, huh? He said, yeah, man, the hustle got me. I'm like, I'm already knowing, bro. I'm good though, man. Like, all right, bet, man. Let me know if you need some. I'm like, shit, I'm good, nigga. That's felonies on top of felonies on top of whatever. That nigga got heroin in the car with him and Molly and shit. That nigga tooting that shit. So what I'm telling you is, I've been around people. I've seen good friends that got strung out on shit because they used to hustle, and then the drug got to them. Before they could get the drugs off, the drugs got to them. Before they could serve that off, it got to them, and they started to become a consumer. Niggas don't be knowing how this shit really be going. The streets is really treacherous. A motherfucker would rather you be a customer. A motherfucker is trying to turn you into a customer rather than turn you into someone who's a true hustler. A true hustler ain't even gonna do the drugs. They're not even gonna do them. A real hustler, a for real hustler. Now you got hustlers that do drugs and shit. I'm not saying that, but a nigga who pop pills shouldn't sell pills. You should probably sell weed. A nigga who sells weed probably shouldn't. A nigga who smoke weed probably shouldn't sell weed. Depending on how much you get, right? Because you can put an ounce to the side and smoke that shit up and still get your shit out. I get that, but still, at the end of the day, it is what it is. If you pop pills, don't sell pills. If you do coke, don't sell coke. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just should be that. You know? Hold on, let me see who here, man. I think my chat fucking up again. I think my chat fucking up again. Let me check, y'all. Let me check. Oop. Oh, my bad, y'all. Oh, damn. Sosa, what did it do? See? I done missed a whole goddamn. I done missed the whole little show. My bad, y'all. Shout out to everybody in this bitch. What's up, Rachel? My bad. For some reason, it gets to a point where I can't see her. It's stopped showing me the chat for some reason. Yeah, Rachel, I remember you. I remember you. You from UK. Wild Brody, what it do? Sosa, what it do? 1203. Hey, Bolo, how come you not answer? Because I couldn't see it, y'all. My bad. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see it. I promise you. It do that sometime. They do that sometime. I see y'all now. Beast Def, what it do? Rachel, what it do? You 38. Beast Def 19. The Wild Brody, what it do? Beast Def, I see you. My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Yeah, man. I couldn't see y'all. So look. This what I'm gonna do, man. This what I'm gonna do, man. Look, I'm gonna end this bitch in about another 10 minutes. I'm gonna end this bitch in about another 10, 15 minutes. This is a good live, though. I appreciate y'all going live with me. I appreciate y'all. There's 219 people that tapped in, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. I'm gonna go live later tonight. The reason why I ain't been going live and shit, because honestly, I've been looking for a gig. Nigga been sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Been catching up on some rest. My sleeping patterns been off and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Got some personal shit going on. But I'm gonna start doing my shorts again. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna drop some shorts tomorrow morning. You know, y'all expect more content over the weekends. But I do kind of want YouTube. I'm trying to work out some with YouTube because I'm having some issues in the background. Like, I don't know if they running my ads. I don't know what's going on, but it's not moving too much, and I'm dropping more content purposefully to see that. And I don't know what's going on. So, but I will be dropping content over the weekend for sure to continue to feed y'all. I know there's people that watch me. I know there's people that kind of keep up from watching me, which is very surprising. I appreciate every last one of y'all too. You know what I'm saying? I will have some merch coming soon. I do appreciate y'all telling me, asking me. Top 3 people on the Kings list. What that mean? I don't know what that mean, bro. Nah, I can't speak Korean, man. I mean, I can. I can. I'm learning Chinese. Zen means heart. Xin means heart. So I'm learning Chinese a little bit, but I'm trying to. That's some personal growth shit. That's some shit that I just decided to do. I wanna, and I'm not just Chinese, but you know what I'm saying. But yeah, y'all, I am about to leave out pretty soon. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all just know, man, don't be talking behind nobody back, because that shit'll come back. That shit'll come back and bite you in the ass, man. Every time. Every time. When I turn your back to me, when I turn my back to you, everything you saying get back to me. That's just how the world works. That's why I don't ever really try to talk about nobody behind their back. That's why I try to say shit in front of people's face. That's why I try to be like, look, this is what I don't like about you. You know what I'm saying? This is what I think about you. You know what I'm saying? This is what I think about you type shit. So, it is what it is with that, man. It is what it is with that. Beast, I got you. I got you, Beast. No problem, bro. I mean, death in your name. You need to take death out your name if you want me to call you Beast Death. But I mean, you named yourself. I didn't name you. Shit. I ain't put that motherfucker. I ain't put that on you. You put that on you, man. You ain't gotta change your name because I said it, but you know what I'm saying. If you don't want somebody to call you Beast Death, then don't put it in your name. But I call you Beast though for short. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem at all. And for me, y'all, to be honest with y'all, I've been on a fast. The only thing I ate this morning was some donuts. 6-pack of small donuts. I don't be eating like that. Well, nope, I lied. I just lied. I ate some bread with some tuna fish and crackers with tuna fish. Po man's meal. You know what I'm saying? Just cause if y'all ain't been watching the news lately, a lot of food is getting poisoned. A lot of food is getting poisoned, man. And I be scared to even eat anything, to be honest with you. I be scared to eat shit. Cause that shit might be have some poison in it or something. You feel me? Real talk. But hey, I'm about to get off here soon. I got like 5 more minutes, man, I can spare. So y'all drop y'all Beast YouTube. That's a lot better, man. Appreciate you, man. Hey, man, shout out Beast for changing his name, man. Yeah, change that shit, man. Nobody call it. Nah, man, nah. Y'all drop. Look, for everybody right now, because I'm about to get up out of here, y'all drop what time it is and where y'all from, man. Y'all drop what time it is and where y'all from, bro. And shout out to Beast for changing his name, man. For real. Shout out to Beast for changing his name, bro. We don't want to. Don't nobody want to see you out here dead. You know what I'm saying? Live your life to the fullest, dog. That's what we want to see. We want to see everybody live their life to the fullest, bro. That's what it's about. It ain't about all this other bullshit. It ain't about these cases. It ain't about thug. It ain't about none of this shit, man. It's about living your life. And what I really want to get to is y'all need to stay blessed. I gotta meditate. I ain't meditated in a while, man. I gotta meditate, man. I ain't been meditating. I've been fucking up, man. I ain't been doing my mantras. None of that shit that's gonna build your subconscious up to protect you from your own flesh and blood. You gotta protect yourself from yourself sometimes, man. Sometimes your temptations kill you, man. Sometimes your impulses will hurt you, man. For real. Desmond Taylor, what time is it? You in Detroit? Shout out Detroit, man. Shout out Michigan. Shout out UK. It's 12:19 in the UK. Hey Beast, what time is USA? 7:18 a.m. Where he at? Shout out to 7:18 a.m. in USA. Shout out to the UK. It's 12:19. It's 7:19 p.m. in Detroit. It might be 7:19 p.m. Beast, unless you on the other side of the world, which I can't. You know what I'm saying? Say that you're not. But all right, y'all. So look, I'm gonna go live a little later. What time? It'll probably go live like around 9:30 or something like that. So a couple hours. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Don't go to jail to get on the phone and talk to a bitch who's gonna encourage you to talk about other people and only big up one motherfucker when you probably was being a snake to him in the first place. And the only reason why you probably talking about Drake is because when you got out, he gave you $1 million and he probably told you that in jail he was gonna look out for you and shit like that. Young Thug only is going to talk about people who has done something for him. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. And that's sad to say. You know, I never thought of him being a stand-up guy for real, if I'm gonna be honest with you, but this just proves my point. You feel me? This just proves my motherfucking point. So, y'all be cool. Y'all be safe. Much love. Peace. Peace. Till next time, right? Till next time, y'all. Fuck with me, man.